All the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them. I probably have 4 boyfriends.
Although this man appears to be urgently requesting a divorce, why is Remy Ma so reluctant to let him go? Could it be that she's somehow keeping him bound? With everyone observing, it's no longer solely about love, and it's challenging to make it appear new. There are speculations that Pap might be fighting for spousal support. While she was incarcerated, this man stayed by her side, protected her reputation, and supported her like a true partner. Now that the prominent figure has moved on with 2 younger women, Remy is getting close to him and securing her own financial future. Still, Remy refuses to let Pap go. Who would want to give up on it, right? It all feels rather unpredictable. Claressa, even though she's not actively performing, has been expressing her affection for Pap in the sweetest yet most personal ways. Recently, she posted a birthday message on Instagram that grabbed everyone's attention. "Happy birthday, King Pap! I truly value your wisdom, humor, music, and life." That was heartwarming, but we can't overlook that Claressa is truly unique. Even though it might cause pain, she's sending both literal and metaphorical birthday jabs. I pray that God blesses you with many more years and faster hands, as today is the day you receive all your birthday punches. Pap has been requesting the divorce, so it's not like he hasn't made an effort. But Remy always manages to create some drama before simply finalizing things, even though we've had our fair share of conversations. Don't mistake this for mere gossip. There's evidence to support it. Do you recall how Pap felt trapped when Remy revealed the messages exchanged between him and Claressa? The tension was as thick as a pot of boiling tea in their communication. It was obvious that Claressa was upset because Pap hadn't even informed her when he got home. She bluntly stated, "You're the one who's married," and he became defensive. The mess, the reality, it shouldn't have been such a big deal for him to let her know he made it home safely, especially if he can't even stay on the phone with her or be with her in person. Claressa wasn't playing when she said, "Sis just wants her man to be safe, and honestly, that's not too much to ask." But Remy intervened to clarify things. She even claimed to have recordings of Pap abusing her and said he threatened to call the police on her. While Pap denied these accusations, he did admit, honestly, that Remy is just, though he's sorry. But remember, this narrative isn't one-sided. During Christmas 2023, EZ, the block captain, teased Remy by implying her marriage wasn't solid. She nearly confessed her feelings for him during their rap battle, as we all know. So why are you still holding on to Pap when it's clear you're in love with someone else? Someone needs to explain this, but wait. If you thought things were messy, on Valentine's Day, Claressa and Pap didn't shy away from flaunting their relationship goals, giving everyone small glimpses of their affectionate life. When Hawaii Fest began, Pap was also out there enjoying the sun and the vibe. Who's behind all the drama and romance? Honestly, this feels like a soap opera. Even during his romantic getaway, Pap couldn't resist sharing updates with everyone, as he's always caught up in his business. He posted about the experience on Threads, which was great, featuring many high-profile figures. "We broke records and made history this year." So, while Claressa was out there guarding hearts, Mr. Pap was busy with his business. She shared a cute video of herself and her partner at the beach, where they
Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us.
where they even attempted to sing together. It was a little cheesy, but their affection was genuine. But hold on, things are about to get real. There's word that Pap had been planning this romantic getaway for a while. The twist? He wanted to make a formal announcement about taking the vacation. To fully enjoy the trip, he was reportedly planning to file for divorce from Remy before leaving. He even proposed to Claressa on Valentine's Day. Now, here's where it all gets messy. Picture this. Hawaii with the waves crashing and the sunset painting the sky, setting the perfect romantic scene. But guess who had to ruin this dream plan? Yep, Remy Ma. Since her relationship with her new partner, EZ the block captain, hasn't been going well, she's been delaying the divorce, playing games, and preventing Pap from moving on. And let's not forget, when Claressa stepped into the ring for her boxing match, Pap's support wasn't just a few words of encouragement. It was an entirely new level of love and passion. Honestly, Remy probably felt a certain way seeing Pap and Claressa get the same affection and backing. She used to get, but let's be honest, Could there be something deeper at play? Or is it just her bitterness towards her ex? Any woman in her shoes would probably feel the hurt, and I totally get that. Rumors are circulating that Remy's reluctant to sign the divorce papers, and it seems like it's more than just personal dislike. In this situation, money might matter more than love. Gossip has it that Remy knows Pap is after the alimony, and it's not just a messy situation, it's a complex one. It seems like she's not in a hurry to let go of that cash. When one partner makes much more after a divorce, the spouse who earns less typically gets spousal support, or alimony. We can't ignore the fact that Pap was the one keeping everything intact all these years. When deciding on alimony, judges consider factors like the marriage length, income differences, and both partners' contributions. Remy and Pap began their relationship in 2004, spending over 11 years together, more than a decade of shared experiences. They officially divorced in 2023, though they married in 2008. If that doesn't show commitment, I don't know what does. What's even more surprising is that they got married over the phone in 2008 while Remy was incarcerated. In 2014, she was released, and here's the twist. Back in 2008, he was the one who was locked up. Despite everything, they stayed strong. They had a daughter in 2018 and even celebrated their love with a stunning televised wedding in 2015. Let's be honest about who truly deserves support. Pap isn't in the wrong. He stuck by her during some of Remy's hardest moments. But now, things are becoming complicated. So, let's talk about money. After all those years of love, loyalty, and dedication, it seems like Pap might finally be getting what he's owed. There's likely a reason why Remy is hesitant, and if that's the case, it's understandable. When Remy looks at those divorce papers, she knows that Pap is probably entitled to alimony, especially since her net worth is an estimated $4 million, much higher than Pap's. Remy makes a substantial part of her income from her clothing line, reality TV, public appearances, and record sales. Let's not overlook her 2006 debut album, which was inspired by a true story and earned critical praise. Her accomplishments can't be ignored. Remy is a 4-time nominee and the only winner in the BET Awards Best Female Hip-Hop Artist category. She's established a strong reputation, even if she isn't as widely known as some of her contemporaries. That doesn't alter the facts. While Remy has wealth, the real question is whether she's willing to part with it, because if Pap gets his way, she might not have much of a choice. But let's be honest, she was still active in the music industry during her time behind bars, dropping mixtapes. Who do you think was pushing those and making sure they were successful? It was Pap, working tirelessly to keep the money coming, in and ensuring her music stayed relevant when she couldn't maintain her reputation herself. It was a mix of effort and love, and there's no doubt that Remy earned a lot from her position. They didn't waste any time getting back on track when they reconnected in 2014. Let's not pretend Pap didn't play a key role alongside Remy. He helped secure those TV deals too. When Remy launched her clothing line in 2018, she seized another profitable opportunity. But guess who was right there, ensuring those TV deals were made? In the story of their love, their struggles, family issues, and more, Pap was essential. He wasn't just a supporting figure. While we acknowledge Pap's behind-the-scenes role in building her brand, we also need to recognize how Remy expanded her business. Let's be real, legacy, not just love, was the driving force behind his actions. He was promoting her career and holding everything together. This is where things get really intriguing. Pap was also putting in the work to promote the clothing line. He was out there wearing the pieces at events, ensuring people noticed the brand, and drawing attention to it in a way that other companies would have to pay influencers a lot of money to accomplish. His efforts only grew stronger. While Remy was incarcerated, her teenage son Jason Scott needed someone to step up, and Pap did just that. Instead of just checking in, he took on the role of a father figure when Remy couldn't be there. This wasn't just about love. He embraced that responsibility without hesitation. But after Remy was released from prison, everything started to unravel. In 2021, after a tragic incident in Queens, New York, her son Jason was arrested and faced severe charges, including first-degree murder. While Remy was incarcerated, Papi was holding down the fort, taking care of her household, looking after her child, managing things, and doing everything in his power to keep life on course. The divorce is inevitable. As the story unfolds, one thing becomes clear. Claressa May be hesitant because she's not the type to stay passive when things don't go her way. And her relationship with Pap is far from casual. Remy knows that Pap has a solid case for alimony. But what about Claressa? Remy is playing her cards carefully by stalling Clarissa's wedding plans and stirring up drama. Since Pap is still legally married to Remy, Claressa can't pursue a relationship with him, no matter how strong her feelings are. But the drama finally comes to an end when Remy lets him go. Imagine being ready to start fresh with someone, but there's a massive obstacle that just won't disappear. Remy only makes things more complicated by always being around and causing drama whenever she can. But let's be honest, any woman in Claressa's position would be furious. She's now caught in the middle of his drama with his ex, and it's messy, frustrating, and exhausting. One has to wonder how long Claressa will put up with it before demanding real answers and action, because no one is going to sit around forever waiting for someone else's chaos to settle. That leads me to a few questions for all of you. Is Remy holding on to Pap because she still loves him, or is she just trying to secure the alimony she knows is coming? Will Claressa eventually get fed up and walk away, or will she stick it out through all the chaos? And lastly, how much longer? Should Pap wait for Remy to come around? It might be time for him to let go. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your notifications so you never miss the latest updates. Be sure to check out this incredibly messy video. You won't want to miss what happens next.